swordsman Harpocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tale. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tales before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only there is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right. I'll find you.
Thank you, Clive.
Nazir might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid.
Oh, Gav. It was it. No, it taught enough.
Not far from here is an Imperial lookout. Eastwatch. The guards there and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily... You'll need to assess the situation. All without being discovered and
Ember. Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Ready, go? Faster! These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it. Ember! Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Get him!
garrison said they'd take another 100 of me pitch pots.
Those whites will be...
I didn't... Where is Ember?
He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch. He was just standing there. Didn't even... He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nerve.
The right man. I believe this is the logbook.
Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without...
He has you then, his heir.
But Sid!
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. Don't you leave me.
Yes, sir.
Run like the wind. Time to fight. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose.
There's something about it.
You should have seen him.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping, but from what I hear...
No. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart.
Indeed it is. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching it...
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine.
I'll do whatever. I'll spend my days and nights in the... I'll show you.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do, but that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Remember that.
I will...
Oarsman.
You did?
I think...
You did indeed.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not? Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh,
It's no trouble. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
Now. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself, and to him, how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. all those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
You all right?
Something troubling you?
No more. It's just...
I'm sure she'd like...
back in the north. Families would always make gifts. I'll let the little tykes know that...
So?
Well, the problem is that Edda's due any day now. And,
Is there anything I can... All right, then.
a good luck charm.
Not just any...
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocolate. There's naught lucky in all the realm. Or, the thing is, they're hard to come by.
Only the big days for...
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye.
Well, there's no shortage of those I think I might make that my first port of call.
You're a good friend.
First the skies.
I did it, Sid. I made friends with all the animals in the hideaway. But you know what I'd really like? My own goblin. Or maybe a marble. Or a bomb. But only if it was a big one. That or a bandercurl, but not a cactuar. They're too prickly.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
What do you think happened to Miss Midadol?
Sid!
With what?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting strange. Very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
In the collapse.
That's what I...
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together?
Why don't I go...
You do. She's in her...
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the...
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid.
Of course.
It is an honor to... My name is Herman. I wish to be...
No. I will not send good men and women. Why would you want to go...
I need to retrieve some. I was raised, or rather, it was not a place of nurture. We were tortured. Until we feared, and few ever survived.
I can't imagine.
I lost so, but they must be remembered. The Institute was run with millet.
You were at the institute. You can be. All right. Mid.
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will.
You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do... The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them, but not me. I've just... well, almost. First I need to make...
And is that a one-one?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you... But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, first I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from then...
If it's...
No.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Only if you want. Mid needs a piece of...
If it...
Well, but I'll... It's well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all. This should be enough. Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs.
Oh, they're near...
We'll...
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, you don't...
I'm...
Work...
You're...
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Can I...
You would... Was it... A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's Ride. It sounds almost too good to be true. But... since I'm already here... Good girl. Run like the wind.
Can hardly wait.
Bandits for a change. More tracks. The Chocobo was here. And recently. I don't hear anything. Well, I'll be damned. It's all right. Just... Thank you. Let's... Run like the wind. Back to the stables, Carl. This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here. Conditioning. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. Forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried? There's something hidden among the roots. This must be the... So many names. This place was... And where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed. Let's try. faster! Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgor, where would you hide? It looks like we found him. Get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
It was no trouble.
Clive, how'd you get on?
Any luckies?
Crystal Heron.
It's a long...
Right there on the road to Eastpool.
Everything up there's been abandoned for you. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I...
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's door. They'll find a new home, after all. That's anyway. What matters is, and now all that's left.
I didn't know you could.
Like the fact and that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with.
But it weren't your. I slew one of my.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit.
Don't speak too soon.
There we go. What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Oh, will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself.
So, what'll it be?
Say what you will,
Ah, you may
Tell me.
It's most of what I need. And a cocky.
But no.
Then you, I'll keep.
Sid!
She wasn't. She's just busy work.
A new invention? Is it an...
Do you think she'll let us...
That just so happens to be why I'm here. A brass gear. A tiny one.
Oh!
We saved it. Just...
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling all the pieces that are left over.
That's...
Look! I found it! Is that...
That's...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Well,
They did.
well,
What a-
oh, wait, well. That should do her. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my Mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Call me, buddy.
I'm...
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
The director was a brute.
The director was...
I should know.
It's... See...
I'm all...
Neither will I. How are you feeling?
Well... Is...
Wrong?
Go on. Did you...
We did. Aye. It's a good luck charm. I mean, a baby. Oh,
I thank...
If there's anything...
I will.
Fancy it.
I could be... Don't you think you've had enough?
No, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean. Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day. My mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over. What with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. Me whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. Great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are, after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
One of these days, I swear, it's gonna be me who drinks you under the table.
If by under the table you mean retching on my... I reckon one of those days...
Ha ha. You think? But just wait till we crack open the bottle I left in your chamber. That stuff's strong enough to burn the horns off a behemoth.
Sounds like I'll be needing some new boots.
Do you think they'll come back?
Of course they will. It's just a big crystal. How hard could it be?
Clive, shall we then?